Hi, Houghton athletes. So here it is. I'm about to show you the last couple of field day inspired activities that I would love for you to try. Now, a field day is held in warm weather for a reason. It's a great way to celebrate the end of the year, and it's also, because it's so warm out, hopefully, is a great opportunity for some water games. You can't really have a field day, in my opinion, without at least one water game. So I have 3 water games in my head right now. I'm only going to show you 2 of them, and the third one I'll describe right now. So if you have water balloons or balloons at your house, you can fill them up with water, just a few, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever you have, and get mom and dad's help. Sometimes it can get a little bit tricky as you're filling them up at the faucet, maybe in the kitchen or the bathroom. I do know that they make these water balloons now that you can get in stores that you can fill up like 100 at once. I've seen them, I've never tried them. They look pretty awesome. But don't worry if you don't have those. You don't need to go out to the store now for just balloons. So see what you have around. If you don't have balloons, then this one will just have to wait. So you fill up a balloon with water, and then you and a family member are going to take that balloon and you're gonna have a game of catch, back and forth. You throw it to him or her, he or she throws it back to you. And every time you throw it and catch it, and then they throw it and catch it, okay, you start close, right? You throw, they catch, they throw, you catch, you get a little bit further apart. So the idea is to get as far apart as you can and keep that balloon intact. You don't want it to pop, okay, or break, and have the water go everywhere. This is why it would be helpful to have, more than one so you could keep playing, right? So that's the one activity that I'm not going to show you, but I'm going to show you 2 more water games that you can enjoy with your family at home right now. All right. Hi, Houghton. So please allow me to show you a water game that you can enjoy at home. Now, one thing that you need for this activity is a large container that you can fill with water that you can comfortably stand in, up to about your ankles in water. Now, really what I'm describing is a kiddie pool, and you may or may not have that. We happen to have a couple because we still have a little toddler running around who cools off in her kiddie pool. So if you don't have what I'm describing, something you can stand in comfortably and not a lot of water, just in like up to your ankles or your calves, then that's okay. Then it's okay if you can't do this. But if you do have an item like that, like a kiddie pool, then let's give it a try. The next thing you need for this activity is you need a whole bunch of small items that can get wet. Now, if we were at school, I would use marbles for this. And now I don't have any marbles here at home. So what I did was I just went around the house and I was looking for some small items that can get wet that someone could pick up with their toes. I think you know where I'm going with this. So I picked up this thing, right? I think that's called a Shopkin. All I know is I step on them all the time. And this is just like a little smooth stone. Looks like somebody put it in one of those rock tumblers, got it nice and smooth. Here's like a really tiny Lego. And here is a pencil eraser. Now I'm gonna take these, just 4 items, the more the better, and I'm gonna put them in the kiddie pool. I'm gonna ask my Anna to stand inside the kiddie pool and try to pick up as many items as she can in 1 minute. Okay, she has 1 minute to pick up all 4 of these items, right? And maybe 4 is just right. Maybe that's a good number of items to use. But if Anna's really good at it, then I'm gonna need to find some more things like this to put inside the pool for her to try to pick up with her toes only. No hands, okay? Just your feet, just your toes, picking them up. Now, when you do pick them up, you wanna try to drop them outside of the pool, okay? All right, get as many items out of the pool as you can in 1 minute. Let's give it a try. Okay, so here we are, we're outside. Here's the kiddie pool we're gonna use. And if you go ahead and look really closely, you'll see the Shopkin, the rock,
I've lost track of the eraser,
Right there.
and oh, there it is. She's pointing at the eraser, and there's the Lego. So, you know what else I also forgot, Anna, is you really have a minute to do this. You have a minute to take these 4 items out of the pool with your feet only, with your toes. Okay, so I forgot my phone inside, but that's okay. Let's just want to show the kids how to do it. So go ahead and stand inside the pool. All right, and let's use those toes only, to pick up the items
Ready?
and put them out. Yep, go ahead whenever you're ready. Ooh, that was fast. Oh, that was really fast. 3. Oh my gosh, Anna, you're doing this in like, oh my gosh, that was so fast. Okay, well done. So you know what has to happen? We have to do that again, but with many more items, because you did that in like less than 20 seconds. Way to go. All right, Houghton, you get the idea for this particular water game. Please enjoy. All right, see you for the next one.
Look, I can put it back in too.
Oh.
Hey athletes, how you doing? Great to see you again. So, with this last activity, it will conclude our field day themed activities. So this is the final water game that I wanted to share with you. So for this particular game, you are going to try and squirt someone else, and that someone else is going to try to squirt you. So in order for that to happen, each person who is squirting is going to need a squirt bottle. Now, this is the bottle that I'm going to use. I have 2 of these. This was originally filled with household cleaner. So if that's the case, you got to clean it out really, really well, which we've done. So we have 2 of these, which we're going to use. And in addition to the 2 bottles, you are going to need someone in your family to be your, how do I say it? I would say controller. So if you are holding the bottle, okay, and this is empty right now, but imagine it was filled with water. I am going to be ready to squirt someone with it, one other person. But I have to close my eyes. I can't look to see where I'm going. Now, if you wanted to use a blindfold like we used for the game Animal Farm last week, you certainly could. Bandana, a t-shirt, a sleep mask, whatever. But you also could just be on the honor system and close your eyes. That works just as well. So the person, my controller, is going to be behind me. And they are going to put their hands maybe on my shoulders. If it's one of my daughters, a little taller than them, so maybe they grab like my hips or one of my elbows. And they are going to turn me in the direction of the person I'm trying to squirt. Now, the person I'm trying to squirt, they're going to have someone controlling them too. So imagine here I am walking around, my eyes closed. Someone that I trust is controlling me. And when I am within squirting distance of that other person, they're going to tell me to squirt. They'll say, squirt, 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 and I'll squirt, okay? And I guess this did have a little bit of water in it. So I will squirt them and try to get them a little bit wet, which is going to feel really nice on a really hot, humid day like it is today. Okay, so this game will just continue as long as you'd like it to, as you're squirting each other, maybe until the water is all gone. And then after, you're going to switch. The person who is controlling me is going to get to hold the bottle, and I will guide them. I'm going to be their eyes for them, right? They're trusting me because their eyes are closed, and I'm going to guide them around so they don't run into anything, and I'm going to tell them when they should squirt to get the other person wet. Now, as far as boundaries go, you definitely want to establish a boundary if you're outside. Just maybe get something to mark off the 4 corners. Sports equipment, lawn chairs, you name it, you could use to create that boundary. Maybe a really big rectangle or something a little bit smaller. Something a little bit smaller might be better because then you can, you'll have more of a chance to actually squirt the person because there just will be fewer places to hide. Okay. I will do a little demonstration for you here so you can get an even better sense of how to play this game. Okay, so I didn't tell you what the name of this game was. Let's call it, well, it's not very creative, but let's call it Squirt a Friend.
Close your eyes.
Squirt, squirt, squirt,
Spray,
squirt,
spray,
squirt,
spray,
squirt, squirt,
spray,
squirt, squirt.
It's broken!
It's probably on off.
Oh, no.
Squirt,
Spray.
squirt, squirt, keep your eyes
Spray,
closed.
spray, spray.
Squirt, squirt. Squirt. Squirt, 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 squirt.
Spray, 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 spray.
Squirt, 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 squirt.
Spray.
Spray,
Close your
spray,
eyes.
spray, spray,
Where is
spray,
she?
she's right in front of you.
Spray, Daddy. Spray, spray,
Ah.
spray.
Squirt, 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 squirt,
Spray,
squirt, 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 squirt.
I lost my sprayer. Spray, spray.
Squirt, 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 squirt.
Spray.
Squirt, 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 squirt. Your eyes aren't closed.
Spray.